Today I was in a conversation and the question came up, how can we be a Charlie Kirk? And honestly, I think that's a great question because Charlie Kirk was fearless enough to stand up for what he believed in, but wise enough to navigate the most aggressive responses from his hostile foes. He was brilliant enough to stand in a room full of scholars, yet he was humble enough to conversate with young children. Most importantly, he was a strong Christian who stood on biblical values and he shared his faith while he allowed anyone with an opposing view to come to the table and challenge him. He was a loving father and a loving husband and so much more. So to answer the question, how can we be like Charlie Kirk? I think it comes down to this. If you want to be a Charlie Kirk, be faithful to what God is calling you to do. See, most of us will never have Charlie's platform. Most of us will never have these huge followings. We may never be famous. Most of us aren't as tall or as talented as Charlie Kirk. He's like 6'5". I remember meeting him back in 2022. But God has given you gifts. He has given you a circle of influence. He's called you to do something. And the way that you become a Charlie Kirk is to be faithful to what God has called you to do. Use your time, your talent, your treasure to fulfill God's calling in your life. See, the day that Charlie passed from this life on to the next, God didn't say, well done, good and faithful conservative influencer, or well done, good and faithful debater who spoke nothing but facts that always get taken out of context. He didn't say good and faithful podcaster or any of the things that inspire us today. God said, well done, good and faithful servant. So to be a Charlie Kirk, we need to be faithful to the call that God has placed in our lives. Whether it's in your home or your school, at work, whether it's in front of one person or thousands of people, serve God faithful as Charlie did. And when we are faithful to what God has called on our life, that's how we press on in this movement. So we too, when God calls us home, can hear those words, well done, good and faithful servant.